Hey guys, this is the kind of a introduction video to my channel. What I will primarily be doing on here is assembling and painting miniatures. I got a lot of board game pieces to work on, like, you know, from the Resident Evil 2 board game. We got a Leon here that I've already painted. He's pretty much finished. You know, got a zombie here. That's done for the most part. One of the bosses. Also, another thing I really want to get to work on is Robotech RPG Tactics. So, Robotech themed tabletop game. Also got some Reaper miniatures here. These are where I have learned a lot of the technique that I use. Got this knight here. Mage that I'm still working on. I have a tendency to start and kind of abandon projects. Also, for the Space Marine Adventures game, Labyrinth of the Necrons. That's one of them I'm working on there. I still got to do his jetpack, but other than that, Bolter's got to be painted too. Okay, but I also recently got a 3D printer, so I'll be working on things like here. We have a classic Facepalm Picard. I really wish I would have scaled that up a little bit before I printed it, but we'll see how that goes. But what I will be starting with is the Warhammer 40k Imperium subscription. If this is something you're not familiar with, it's kind of like the Eagle Moss model subscriptions, where each week you'll get an issue of, you know, their magazine for that particular model, and you'll have, you know, a little background, behind the scenes kind of stuff, and instructions on how to assemble that section of the model that they've included with that issue. So the Warhammer Imperium subscription works pretty much the same way. You'll get an issue each week. Actually, you'll get them each month, and it's 4 issues. And you know, each one will include either some miniatures, paints, scenery, things like that. And then you'll just go, you know, week by week completing those. And I actually I got my first shipment here. Got issue 3, 2, and 1. As you can see, each one of these particular issues has models in it. This one has a Space Marine and a Necron. In the second issue, you'll get 3 Necrons. And in the third issue, you'll get 3 Space Marines. Now, like I said, with the Eagle Moss subscriptions, they got like the DeLorean from Back to the Future, Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. It's something I've always kind of been interested in. I just, at the time, I really couldn't justify the cost of it, because it's over the course of 2 years, but it ends up being like $2,000. But at some point, I might want to get into that. Kind of particularly interested in their Enterprise D model. That thing is absolutely massive. I don't even know where I'd put it when it's finished. But as far as painting, I have done a fair amount of model and miniature painting, back in my teenage years. I recently, probably last year, decided to get back into the hobby. I started with Reaper paints, which are good, but they're a little different from the Citadel paints. They're basically pre-thinned, so you don't have to water them down. Just go right from the bottle to the model. That's, like I said, where I got a lot of those Reaper miniatures from, was from, they got little kits that, kind of a mini version of the subscription. They'd have like, 3 of these, little models. You might get like an orc, a skeleton, and the mage, I think, all came together. And it includes the paints to paint those. So like I said, that's where I learned a lot of what the technique I have. I consider myself a very average painter. But I'm hoping through the course of the subscription that, I'll increase those skills. So, other than that, I don't know exactly when I'll be putting this video up. I still have to figure out, like, music and, thumbnails and things like that. But whenever this does go up, I will keep that as my regular upload date. And I will be doing weekly videos, each week a new issue of Warhammer Imperium. And once I work through that subscription, I'll reevaluate and see if it was, something I, pardon me, find value in, and something I might want to continue. I know this is actually the second subscription they've done. The first one was called Conquest, whereas, as opposed to this one being the Imperium forces versus Necrons, Conquest was, I believe, Space Marines specifically against the Chaos Marines, I believe. And, so it was more focused armies. The one side is completely Necrons. The Imperium side, you have like 4 different factions. Space Marines just being one of those factions. So, anyways, that'll be the schedule. Again, once this uploads, that'll be the regular date. And, if I can get videos in between then, I'll certainly do that. So if you're interested in this whole Warhammer Imperium thing, come back next week, and I'll have issue 1. And we'll see you then.